What about the tech sector? Need I say more? After what happened with Paytm last week? What are your thoughts?
I think, yeah, I think the markets are differentiating. It would be not right to paint the entire, our markets are new to this new age companies where growth is given a premium and profitability eventually comes with scale. And I think if you see Nykaa, which is a, direct to consumer cosmetic company, there was Zomato, which is a food tech, food delivery platform. So we had some great tech listings as well. So I think the markets are differentiating. Probably with Paytm, I think the issue was slightly aggressively priced. Uh, that's when we saw a bit of an adverse reaction and the broader sentiment also weakened. At the same time of Paytm, we had another company which was Latent View, which is a data analytics company, which has gone up more than 200%. So the market is differentiating. Whichever companies, promise scale with profitability are the ones which are being looked at positively. Even in Paytm, once they released their October numbers showing, the GMV going up to $11 billion, the lending business shaping up, markets were a little more kind after the,
Sure.
after the
But yeah, this whole promise of this whole commitment of bringing about scale with profitability is a bit misguided, right? Because at the end of the day, how do you do that? How do you bring scale, invest in scale, and turn profitable?
Yeah, it's difficult, and why we keep citing example of an Amazon and others. For every one success, there are dozen failures. So I think I call this as concept investing. It's a very high risk, high return trade off. I think the retail investors in particular should avoid this. But if you are playing this, ensure that the concentration is not too high. You take 10, 12 bets. You hope some of them will go down and some of them will do well, and that's how you need to probably play this space.
For investors here in Asia watching India, what would you recommend them to buy, especially if what we're seeing right now presents an opportunity, a dip?
Yeah, so I think the private sector banks have taken while the headline indices are down 6-7%, the private sector banks are down 15-20%. They have large FI holding. So I think the top private banks, including ICICI, HDFC, Axis, a couple of PSUs, I think they are doing pretty well. The credit growth is picking up. The asset quality metrics are coming back. The bad bank, I think the worst of the corporate NPAs are behind us. Also, this financialization of savings, Tanvi, we are opening 1 million demat accounts every month. Just to give you a figure, we have now 800 million bank accounts. We only have about 7 million, demat accounts. So there's a huge gap to bridge, and I think this financialization of savings is a pretty secular place. So asset management stocks, depositories will do well. And as I pointed out, the entire building material space, we are clearly seeing an uptick in housing. With need for larger homes, new homes, record low mortgage rates, aiding that transition and pick up in housing.